Hi, welcome to Coastal Connections with Courtney. I'm going to be your host, Courtney Anderson, and you're going to get to view the show once a week. On this show, we are going to feature fun, all positive things that people are getting their hands in, which are making the Mississippi Gulf Coast the #1 place to live and growing daily. We're going to get into the lives of the coastal celebrities and how they've gotten where they are today and what exactly they are doing that makes the coast so wonderful. Welcome everyone to Coastal Connections with Courtney. This is a huge day for me. I get to meet and pick Sharon Weeks' brain. She is the owner of Grants for Her in the central location right here in Biloxi, Mississippi. She dresses every socialite, every leader, everyone at an event that looks amazing. They're shopping here at Grants for Her. So excited to go in and see how she gets all of these amazing lines and keeps us all looking so stylish here on the coast. Let's go in. Sharon.
Hey, welcome. How are you?
Great.
How are you?
Good. I wanted to come and just hear about Grants for Her, how it was started, and I know you've been in the business since you can remember, so I'm kind of wanting to give everybody a little sneak peek what's going on over here in Biloxi.
Okay, well, great.
Yeah.
I'm so happy to have you today. Grants for Her, we opened the shop February 1, 2013 here in downtown Biloxi in the Mary Mahoney's complex, which is, by the way, a fabulous, wonderful location. Everyone that comes to Biloxi comes to Mary Mahoney's. So we started in 2013. Then in 2018, July, my daughter Shelby, you know Shelby well,
Love
and
Shelby.
I started, we purchased the shop, and I've been the buyer since opening, but when we purchased the shop, Shelby and I
Since
took over.
2013, you've been the buyer.
I've been the buyer and the manager of the
Wow.
store. My daughter Shelby lives in Los Angeles.
Yes.
And she owns a fashion PR agency. So she's on top of things out there. She really guides me a lot. But we just pick out what we love too, because it's easier to sell it.
And see, when you love it, it radiates in the
Exactly.
passion. And that's the thing. When I was working for you, you were the hardest worker. I mean, you started off, you've been in fashion for as long as I can remember.
Well, as long as you could remember, because you're young.
Exactly.
But I actually didn't start in it until, I don't know, maybe 15 years ago.
Okay, Sharon, do you remember the Village Drummer over there located by the old Outback?
Oh, most definitely. It was my favorite shop. on the
Yes,
coast.
everybody. My mother, I'd be in the car, little girl, they wouldn't even let kids come in there. It was so nice. I mean, she's like, you're in the car.
But oh gosh, I do. It's my favorite shop, and it's funny that you mention it because whenever the entire time I've started working in this shop and just working to make it the best that it can be, and the best on the coast. That was always in the back of my mind, the Village Drummer. Oh God,
The Village Drummer
I
was?
just want it to be like the Village Drummer, because it was just wonderful. And of course, we all know the Village Drummer was wiped out by Hurricane Katrina, and then the wars, I believe, just retired afterwards.
Yeah.
And I do have customers come in that say, oh, your shop reminds me of the Village Drummer. And
Absolutely. My mom always says that.
That is just the best compliment that
It is,
my
because
shop
that's
could be
the
given.
thing about Grants for Her. It's very sleek, sophisticated, and elegant, but at the same time, you look really up to date.
Well, thank you, and that's what we
I
strive
agree,
for.
so
That's what we
show
strive
me
for.
around, please.
Okay. Normally when we get new things in, they just kind of land on this chair. Sometimes they make it to the racks.
Look at that.
Sometimes they don't.
This is a new line.
This is a new line. It's
Love
an
it.
amazing denim line. It's called Mousy Denim.
Oh, wow.
It's made in Japan. It is vintage denim. So they take old, they recycle denim. They take old denim, they recycle it. They have this process that I'm not sure the exact process, but it takes a long time in water, and then they make new jeans. And the new jeans are just like, they're super soft.
I mean, these are new since last time I came in.
Oh yeah, we just got these
them.
Last week. Is when they hit the floor, and this is all I have left. And
wow.
When they're gone, they're gone. I have to wait for my next shipment.
But see, the cool thing about you is you tell the history of it, and then everybody's like, if I'm going to get this nice pair of jeans, I'm going to have a story for it.
Everybody loves the story.
Those are fine.
I
Me
love
too.
Telling the story.
Absolutely.
So this is where our new stuff starts, right here on these chairs. And if it doesn't sell out within the week, then it makes it
Sharon,
into
this
the
is
shop.
Vince. You see this at all the New Orleans.
Vince is another popular line. And of course, they've been around for a long, long time.
So fine.
A fun story, Shelby is in Los Angeles. She's been there for 15 years. She worked for a designer, and we carried her when we first opened. Cynthia Vincent. Do you remember Cynthia Vincent?
Yes.
Well, Shelby worked for her, and is still real good friends with her.
I did not know that. Wow.
She started Vince. Cynthia Vincent did, and then sold it, and then went on to other lines too. But anyway, another story. That's just a great story.
That's another story. But
Vince,
I love that because that's the look. The very sleek, sophisticated.
Yeah,
but it's a good fit too. It's just up to date.
Very simple. Never goes out of style.
I love it.
This is a piece that just came in
yesterday.
yesterday.
Yeah, it's endless. I love that.
It's great.
And you never get rid of your brands. Like my stuff, anything like really nice, I could have had 4 years ago, but I wouldn't. I mean, it's still totally beautiful.
And that's what we
love
about these
Absolutely.
lines. Another really popular line that we carry is Ramey Brooke. She's based out of New York. We've been carrying her since we opened the shop. And it's just a great seller. These are some of her pieces. This dress she does every delivery with this. This is her classic style, this elastic around the waist.
I know, it's so flattering, great fit.
For everybody, yes.
That's important.
This is a new spring. Maxis are in this spring, and Courtney, that dress looks just like you.
Oh, it's gorgeous. See, and you know my fit. Like, I will miss things. That's the good thing about you and Shelby. It's like, you can look at the body type and you're like, you're going to love this. You put it on, it's sold.
Yeah, so great.
Period.
Wonderful. This is another Ramey Brooke, one of her, shorter.
Oh,
but
look at that color.
Still see it has that elastic around the waist or the hip, and it really is a great style on just everyone.
It is fabulous. Exactly. You're going to look amazing if you have on Ramey Brooke.
That's a great color for you too, Courtney.
And look, what are these shoes? Who are the Dee Keller? I know that's a good one.
Dee Keller, and actually Dee Keller, since COVID, she's no longer making shoes, which broke our heart. She's from Baton Rouge, and the shoes were amazing. But we do carry Loeffler Randall.
Oh, wow,
shoes.
yes.
That's one of our favorite lines.
Familiar with Loeffler Randall.
They do these fabulous shoes, handbags. They do accessories. This one here, this is one of our newest designers. Debbie Dorr is her name. She is out of Nashville. And her pieces, they're all one of a kind. It's just her. She makes them all herself. But her stones are all old. A lot of them are old African stones. She uses old African trade beads, but it's all very unique. We have a new line as well. Mila is out of Puglia, Italy, and she uses baroque pearls. Like this is one of her pieces here. It's all handmade in Italy. The pieces that I have on are Mila's. Okay, Courtney, let's take a walk over here and look at the handbags. We have fabulous handbags in the shop.
Oh, look at this little one.
That is Ellie Schwing, who is from New Orleans. Her handbags are all made in Italy. She's had her handbag line going on 6 years, and we've been carrying them for that long. Oh, Courtney, talking about blazers.
Gosh, what?
Let's. This would be so great on you. Let's try this on.
Oh, this would be really good for the TV show and very professional.
Like I was telling you, the blazers are so popular.
Oh, I
now.
love it.
And like you can dress it up or dress it down. You want me to get your hair out of it?
Yeah. This is
Courtney.
fine. Would I put the collar up or no way?
You can, yeah. I do have a customer that got this.
I want to pretend I'm from LA.
She always wears her collar up.
Oh, this is fine.
Beautiful.
Okay, who makes this same brand?
The same, the Canadian
Oh, I love
brand.
it.
Yes,
Want to be
beautiful.
careful. This is fine.
Okay, got. Yeah, and then, like I said, they're tailored, so they're just cut to fit just perfectly.
Awesome. Okay.
Okay, back to handbags. Sorry, we got a little distracted there.
I know. Getting comfortable here.
Here is another one of Benet's handbags.
I love an oversized bag.
In Italy. So this is one of her latest ones, and it's a mini tote. It is all Italian leather, but this one is the large croc embossed. But isn't it great?
Oh.
And see, and this one has artwork in there. It's a different artist.
Right.
All the artwork is New Orleans female artist.
Wow.
And the lining is all waterproof, so if you spill something in there or get makeup in there, you can just kind of wipe it off. Courtney, I want to show you this wonderful new spring dress.
Oh, no.
It just came in. Everything's just coming in, but it just came in yesterday.
Oh, Sharon.
This designer is Hunter Bell. She lives in Houston.
And it's so
but
flowy.
it's out of,
I love it.
New York. And she's a pretty new designer too. And this is a fun story. I met this designer through a friend of Shelby's and a friend of mine, Dawn Denton. You know the Denton?
Love Dawn. Yes, they were both KDs at Ole Miss.
That's right.
Yes.
Well, so Dawn and this designer are best friends. So that's how I met her. But isn't this great? So that's the latest spring from Hunter Bell.
Well, I'm sorry, but I have a fetish for sunglasses. And
well, you're in that place.
I know, and it's like, oh, look at those, the pastel purple, and
try those.
these are super hip. These are great. What brand is this?
Now that is Etnia. They're out of Barcelona.
Oh, I love them.
They're the best sunglasses. They just celebrated their 20th anniversary.
Oh.
They're known for their lenses. It's a mineral crystal lens that will not scratch. They're polarized. I do really well with them. They're just an amazing.
I was going to say, and if you're wearing
brand.
these on the coast, you would know. I mean, you don't see those. You can't go to just any store and get those.
No, just here at Grants.
I'm having trouble putting this back.
I know. You might have to take that with you.
I know, this is gorgeous. This just came in, too.
It did.
Well, Sharon, thank you for taking the time to meet with Coastal Connections for Courtney and just showing us a little bit about what all you have.
Thank you, Courtney, for being here.
Yeah.
And congratulations on your new venture.
You.
This
it's
is really
so
exciting.
Fun.
And I'd like to invite everyone to come visit us at Grants for Her. We're at Mary Mahoney's in Biloxi. Come see. We have our fabulous new spring collection arriving every day, and we'd love to see you.
Absolutely. Well, tell Rolls I said hey, and I love him too. And I will definitely be back because I want that dress for sure.
Okay. Thanks, Courtney.
Thank you.
Oh, great. Love you.
I love you.
Don't go away. After the break, Courtney heads to Gulfport to talk with actor, singer, and coast icon Miss Barbara Salone.
Thank you for calling J. Allen Toyota Service.
This is what happens when you set an appointment at J. Allen Toyota Service. We will order the part right then, so it'll be here when your appointment comes. Our greeter staff will greet you quickly and friendly and top off your fluids before your car even leaves the drive. Then your car will go to one of our 6 two-man express teams or one of our 10 certified technicians so they can get you back on the road safely and quickly. This is service the way it should be at J. Allen Toyota Service.
Are a beacon of healing, resolute and consistent, determined. We are problem solvers, driven to overcoming obstacles, unshakable. We are prepared, capable, experienced, unbeatable. We are a network of people providing care throughout your lifetime. We are believers in the healing power of compassion. We are Memorial.
Visit the Gulf Coast's newest casino.
Come in today and experience the beautiful smoke-free Beachview Casino.
Pick your game. We have your favorite slots and table games and a sports book.
Enjoy incredible views while you dine at one of our many restaurants.
And grab a drink while you enjoy live entertainment every weekend in the heart of the action.
The Gulf Coast's newest, the smoke-free Beachview Casino Resort, Gulfport.
Hey, Louie in the house for some home safety tips. I can see that you're quick learners because you move that cord away from the burners. Heat can damage cords and show off their wires, and damaged cords and overloaded sockets cause fires. Water and appliances sure don't mix, but that's an easy problem to fix. Keep electrical things away from tubs and sinks, you see, and when you're in the house, play it safe around electricity. Yeah!
Hi, y'all. Welcome to Coastal Connections with Courtney. It's a gorgeous day here in Gulfport, Mississippi. If you live here on the Mississippi Gulf Coast, you're bound to know this legend, Mrs. Barbara Salone. So come on inside and let's get to know her a little bit better and hear about everything she does today. Well, here we are. If you live here on the Mississippi Gulf Coast, everyone knows Miss Barbara Salone. Dear, dear friend, and this is such a pleasure to sit down and just hear about you and everything you've done.
It's fun to see you.
Well, I mean, I've watched you so much. You're dear friends with my family, and you have rooted me on. You are a star. You're in theater. Tell me a little bit about just everything. Tell me every single thing.
I play bridge now. That's what I do.
And you go to the yacht club.
Go to the yacht
And you go eat with David Delk a lot.
Yeah, well, our birthdays.
Yeah.
We go back a long way.
Well, let's start at around WLOX when you started there, because I'm so grateful. Here I am doing a show and hopefully following in your footsteps. But tell me, Miss Barbara.
Well, you know, before I went to WLOX, I worked at WLBT in Jackson.
Okay.
And did a show called Teen Tempos.
Yeah.
And I loved it. I just loved it. In fact, I was late for my rehearsal dinner because I did my last show.
No.
On Teen Tempos. And then I got married to a wonderful man, Till Sloan, and had 3 children.
Yes.
And they were little. And I was in a lot of plays. He was real good about letting me go.
I know, I was just about to say, so you're married, you have 3 kids, you're
And
a
was
star
doing
to play.
musicals.
Right, how'd you do that with your schedule and balance?
Wasn't easy.
Right.
But anyway, I was eating lunch one day, and Joe Little called me, who owned WLOX at the time.
Okay.
And she says, the morning showman walked out. Can you come do it? Because she had worked with me at WLBT in Jackson. And I said, oh, sure. And I walked in the next morning and said, hello and good morning, South Mississippi. And that was it.
Okay, so that's your very first show? You just walked in and did it. And you're just a natural. Did you go to school for journalism?
No, I barely got out in English from Millsaps.
I get it. Well, I mean, so what, you were in theater, you were always a news personality, you just loved it, and you were just a natural at it, obviously.
Well, my mother and daddy were very musical. They played the violins with the Jackson Symphony Orchestra.
Oh, wow.
My mother was first violin. My daddy never quit. And my brothers and I would sing together while he would play the violin and my brother was on the piano. And he stopped in Sun Records one day. He had just finished Notre Dame and he was on vacation, and we stopped, and I was working, and my little brother was still in school. Mm-hmm. And I'll never will forget, we stopped at Sun Records, and I said, you can't go in there. And he says, come with me. And we went in there, and he said, Mr. Phillips, I have some songs I want you to hear. He says, you and 1,000 other kids. He said, no, I really do. So my brother sat down and played the piano, and we did this song called I'm on my way home.
I'm on my way home. I wanna laugh, I wanna cry, but gonna love you till I die. I'm on my way home.
He said, y'all come back in 2 weeks. And that's how we got in with Sun Records. My brother, not from my other little brother and me, but my brother that played the piano. He tried to hire him, but he wouldn't go permanently. But we did 4 records with Sun Records Company.
I love it. So, Miss Barbara, y'all just knocked doors down, and that day, Sun Records was like...
It's because my brother played the piano. He played Rachmaninoff's Concerto in the 6th grade with the Jackson Symphony Orchestra. He was my brother. Yeah.
Okay, so did your parents put y'all in piano lessons? And
yeah, my piano lesson teacher called my mother and asked her to tell me to quit.
No.
Yeah.
Because you weren't good?
That's right.
I love it. That would have been me. No, but Ms. Barbara, I've always been like that. Ever had kids or anything like that, I would put them into musical, instrumental, just anything like that, lessons because of the brain.
I started dancing lessons when I was 3.
Now, I did dancing.
And I got to sing and dance and loved every minute of it.
And then did your parents put you into theater?
I tell you, I quit when I was in high school.
Yeah.
I didn't do anything in college until I went to work for WLBT.
So are these the I know you came out with 1 record. And then your brothers, you did a bunch of backup.
You know, the reason I came out with 1 record.
50 years.
Those are the women of Sun.
Wow.
Clifton lost his voice, the one that did the main singing, my little brother.
Uh-huh.
And he said, okay, you terrible Thomases. That's what Sam Phillips called us. He says, somebody has to do something. And I said, I have a song, Mr. Phillips. He says, what is it? And I told my brother, and I sang, who's sorry now? And I'm not going to, you think I'm going to record that song? No, I'm not.
I love it, yeah.
So I said, well, we have another song. And I sang These Silly Blues. That's what we'll do, he said.
Well, I know as well as you that I ain't got nothing to lose. Oh, baby, don't you sing those silly blues.
And then all of a sudden you landed a record. See, that's what I love hearing stories like you, because you're success stories. But you went in and immediately, when your brother said, can we come in? He said, you and a million other kids, but gave you a shot. And by darn it, you made it.
Well, my brother was a fabulous piano player. He was so good. It was really unbelievable.
So you and the other brother would sing while he played the piano.
Right.
Okay, so that was when you were younger. And then you started getting into TV.
Young. But when I married, I started getting into theater.
Yeah.
My first show was South Pacific.
Okay. I was talking to David, and David, just adores you. But
he's in Maine. I think David remembered Maine.
Yeah, he said, oh my gosh, the very first, theatrical play I saw, Barbara was the star. And look at him now. You probably set the stone for him.
I wasn't in a play unless I could be the star.
Oh, I know. When I tried out for his play, all these people were like, unbelievable, been doing it for years. And it said, what character do you want? And I said, either the leading star or a backup. And I thought, either one, I'll take.
When I did Mame, I did not get the lead. Oh, she did. This woman had a fabulous voice. I really didn't have that good a voice. So she backed out because she couldn't do it.
Yeah.
And Chuck White called, says, can you do Mame? I said, yeah, I can do it if I got the lead. So that I didn't get the lead in until somebody
was this at Center Stage? Or what was the
no,
big...
this was Gulfport Little Theater.
Okay, so Gulfport Little Theater was the big play. Yeah. Did you used to act with Boyce Holloman?
He was...
Because you know who's my step-granddad.
I didn't know that.
Oh, yeah.
Boyce was in a play with me.
Oh, gosh. He liked the center stage. Like the center attention.
I forgot what play, but Victoria was in it, my daughter.
Oh, she was?
And it must have been Mame. But he came out on the stage, and she says, Mother, he hadn't done anything, and they're clapping. I said, well, he's Boyce Holloman.
I know. He has like roads after him. I love it. Yes, because growing up Christmas, he was always... My grandmother, Annie, would always go and just support him. He'd be like, I know. I'm in another play. Cover a magazine. I love it.
He was great.
He was. So tell me, Miss Barbara, you've been on the Mississippi Gulf Coast, active in charities, American Heart Association. You play bridge. You're an active member of the Yacht Club. What has kept you so rooted here in your family? Everyone knows the Sloans.
Well, I'm from Jackson. And all
Right.
my family's from Jackson.
Okay.
But when I married Till Sloan,
Yeah.
he was from here, and I liked it here. It took me about 3 months to get used to everything.
Right, right.
So I loved it here
And
very
you
much.
still love
Since
it.
1960, so don't try to figure out how old I am.
Well, you had a birthday.
Yeah.
And you're just stunning. When I walk in, you're just sitting there. I was like, oh my gosh, you're just gorgeous. You're the epitome of a strong woman. And you know
Thank
it.
you.
And I love you. Thank you for sitting down and meeting with me.
I'm so proud of you.
Oh my gosh. Well, thank you.
And I know who would be more proud of you than your father. It's your grandfather.
My pawpaw. He always rooted and he loved you. You know, he was the most humble, sweet man. He used to always say, Courtney, don't worry so much. It all works out. Trust me. And he started my family with Jesus Calling. Now we're all Texans.
Should I tell about the makeup?
I guess.
Can
Take
I
it all
tell
the way
that?
back to the makeup. I know my dad's probably laughing on this one. Go ahead.
But I've always known of you, Courtney,
I
but I
know.
didn't know you till after this incident. We were sitting around, and I said, Roy, what did you have for Thanksgiving dinner? And he said, eye cream. You were working at a counter.
I was working at Christian
bought it
Dior.
all, so you'd
Oh
make it.
yeah, and you had to make a percentage. I'd call him up at
That's
work.
my favorite story.
Yes, he'd be like, I'm in a conference call. And I said, Papa, if I don't meet my quota today, I might get
But
fired.
darling, they had eye cream for Thanksgiving. I'll never forget that, Courtney.
Oh, why am he smiling down right now? And when I called you, you said, Courtney, I hadn't done this in forever, and you told me you were doing me a favor. And this is something, this interview.
I'm just so glad to see you.
Oh, I know. And I need to come over more. You're right around the corner.
I'm here all the time unless I'm playing bridge.
I know. And you play at the yacht club. So do you have a group of friends right now? Like a good group of girls?
I do.
So important.
I do. I have a good life. I love Gulfport. I love all the people in it, and I love you.
Well, I love you so much, and thank you for agreeing to do this. And this is something that not only me, everybody, just to talk to you, just to hear a little bit about your story. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you. Well, we're going to wrap it up with Coastal Connections with Courtney, and we have heard from Miss Barbara Salone. Have a blessed day, and we'll see you soon.
I'm on my way home. I wanna laugh, I wanna cry, but gonna love you till I die. Oh, baby, I'm on my way home.